Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 12. In this opportunity, we want to explain about DevOps, which is GitHub and Jenkins. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Ariel Delvanza Ramadhendy, and my workmate name is Daffa Rizqi. Okay, we have 4 table of contents. The first is introduction. Definition of Git and GitHub. Next, basic comment of Git, which is Git add, Git commit, Git log, Git status, etc. Next, definition of Jenkins. Brief explanation of Jenkins, and the last one is code reveal. We will show our code for this project. Okay, first introduction. What is GitHub and Git? What is Git? Git is software for tracking changes in any set of file, usually used for coordinating work among programmers, collaboratively developing source code during software development. Okay, what is GitHub? GitHub is for-profit company that offers a cloud-based Git repository hosting service. It makes it a lot easier for individuals and teams to use Git for version control and collaboration. Next, basic comment of Git. The setup categories is for configuring user information used across all local repositories. The first comment is git config global user.name. It's for set a name that is identifiable for credit when review version history. Next comment is git config global user.email. Is for set an email address that will be associated with each history marker. Next comment is git config global color.ui auto. It's for set automatic command line coloring for Git for easy reviewing. Next, setup and init categories is for configuring user information, initializing, and cloning repository. The comment is get init. It's for initialize an existing directory as a Git repository. Next comment is git clone in bracket URL. It's for retrieve an entire repository from a host location via URL. Next, stage and snapshot categories is for working with snapshot and the Git staging area. The first comment is Git status. Is for showing modified files in working directory. Stage for your next commit. Next comment is Git add. In bracket file is for add a file as it look now to your next commit. And then next comment is Git reset. It's for unstage a file while retaining the changes in working directory. Next comment is git diff. It's for diff of what is changed but not stage. Next comment is git diff stage. Diff of what is staged but not yet commit. And the last comment is git commit. Is for commit your stage content as a new commit snapshot. Next, the definition of Jenkins. Jenkins is an open source continuous integration server written in Java for orchestrating a chain of action to achieve the continuous integration process in an automated fashion. Jenkins supports the complete development lifecycle of software from building, testing, documenting the software, deploying, and other stage of the software development lifecycle. Okay, the next content will explained by my workmate Daffa Rizqi.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Daffa, and I will continue this presentation by showing you the code reveal of our project. And in this section, all the screenshot that we will show is basically our personal screenshot that we took when we personally execute this code. Okay, now I will demonstrate how we use Git and GitHub for this project of ours. The first thing we have to do is to choose the project file and right click to run git bash in particular file that we want, and the screenshot is right here. And after that, after git bash command line is opened, it is better to do a configuration for the first time to configure the username and also the email address that the user used. By that, we use a command git config -- global user.name and set it to our name. And it is the same for the configuration for the email. The global word means that it is applied to an operating system user. And after that, after the configuration, we execute the command git init to basically initialize an existing directory as a git repository to contain our code changes history. After the git init for the initialization, we have git add and git commit command line. The purpose of git add is basically to add a file as it looks now to your next commit or staging area. And after the git add, we run a git commit. After adding the file to staging area by using git add, we run git commit -m to commit our stage content as a new commit snapshot that being saved in the repository as the code changes are updated over the development of a particular application. After we commit the branches, we should connect our local Git system into a GitHub repository online so that another developer can collaborate with us by using git remote add origin followed by the URL to the particular online repo that we want. We'll eventually connect our local Git system into online repository. The origin word is basically a variable for containing the online repo URL. And that's it. Now our local system is already connected to the online GitHub repository that we want. After the system is already connected, we used a git push command to push our master branch, and the master branch from our local system will be automatically appear in our online GitHub repository like the picture below. Okay, so that's all from the project presentation of the 12th group. And we are Daffa Muhammad Rizqi and Ariel Delvanza already explaining how we use Git and GitHub and also Jenkins in our project. If there are any critics or suggestions, we were glad to hear it. And after that, saya assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and thank you.